Good evening, Sugiswa. Thanks very much for your time. You looked and sounded like the happiest person in that room when that report was adopted. Tell us why.
Yes, Vuyo. I was very excited. I was happy. It was a work well done. The unity amongst the committee members has given me strength. As a result, I'm so happy that up to the end we were working together without any lines of any political parties emerging in any time or at any time.
What for you was the highlight, before we get to the actual report and the recommendation, what for you was the highlight of the journey that you undertook, perhaps your best and worst moments in the life of that committee as investigation?
The best moment is to see that for each and every step we were together. No one went astray. The bad moments were the moments when you were listening to witnesses that we were interviewing that were just telling us some things that are not there. It's just that I can't say they are telling us lies. I want to say they were telling us something that were not there. You could feel it that they are not telling the truth. Those were my bad moments.
Now, going forward, I mean, you've made a whole set of recommendations, among them that the two ministers should appear before the state capture inquiry. Why that? Yes,
we recommended that they should be called to the Zondo Commission. If we haven't done anything best for them, I think that platform of Zondo is the best commission for them to clear their names or to explain further on what was happening in the state entity.
Was that because you had your own shortcomings, in other words, couldn't get to some of the areas or issues that you wanted to get to, and you believe that perhaps the state capture inquiry will be better equipped to deal with issues that you couldn't get to the bottom of?
Yes, we do not have, as Parliament, we have a line that is drawn before us. You work up until to a certain line. With the Zondo Commission will be able, with all the resources that they have, they will be able to go deeper in investigating the issues at Eskom.
Tutuzane, Zuma, Dudumieni, the Guptas who didn't appear. What was the, before the committee, what was your sense as the committee about, their attitude towards your investigation?
We saw the attitude as an undermining attitude, that when they looked at us, they saw people that they cannot sit in front of them and talk to them, because we were really not accusing them of anything. We just wanted information from them. But we saw it as an undermining issue that they are doing to us.
Now, you said at the beginning that one of the things that really made you the happy person you were when this report was adopted, and one of the highlights was the unity among the members of the committee who, as everybody knows, are drawn from a whole range of political parties that are represented in Parliament. With that in mind, do you regret the years and moments that as the ruling party, you never really seemed to support fellow legislators who actually wanted what we are talking about now to happen a lot earlier, and perhaps in something that would have perhaps prevented some of the things that we are seeing now?
I am not sure if the ruling party has prevented that to happen, but I think the ruling party pushed in this inquiry of Eskom to say the inquiry must carry on. in the past, whatever has happened, maybe it was because people were afraid to start a new thing, and we were bold enough to start that thing, to start the inquiry, because our inquiry was the first inquiry to happen in Parliament. So we might have made a lot of flaws in between the inquiry because it was the first one, but now that it has started, I think it will go forward, and every committee that needs to take up the inquiry, they will do that without fear.
Well, I mean, Ngwakora Matlodi, speaking at the state capture inquiry this morning, spoke about, and I quote, a season of madness that was taken to ridiculous levels, and which, and I quote again, left the ANC paralyzed. And that's an admission from a senior member of the organization. Are you saying that even with the benefit of hindsight, there is a lot that you could have done a lot earlier and a lot better, and again going to a point that you made, that unity was broken by the ANC's refusal, was made impossible by the ANC's refusal to do the right thing much earlier?
You know, during the time of Comrade Ngwako, I was not in Parliament. I was not aware of the things that were happening in Parliament. So I don't want to agree or to disagree with what he is saying. It is his own submission, and also it is his own vision that he has seen that if they have done it earlier, a lot of things would have been prevented. I also agree that a lot of things could have been prevented if we had agreed earlier on that maybe if we could have taken up the inquiries much earlier, if we had people who had the guts to take on the inquiries earlier, a lot of things maybe could have been saved. I agree with that. But during his time, I was not there. I don't know what made them not to take up the step that we have taken.
It's perhaps the guts that you're talking about. Thank you very much for your time.